And we begin with Bridgegate. Earlier today, the traffic scandal convictions were tossed out by the Supreme Court. CBS 2's Dick Brennan sat down with Bridget Anne Kelly. He is live tonight in Fort Lee with more on the interview you saw first on 2. Dick.
Yeah, Jessica and Maurice, this is where it happened 7 years ago. This place was just a mess, jammed up, and this was really serious stuff. In the High Court decision today, they cited an incident where an ambulance struggled to get to a heart attack victim. But the High Court also said this case was not a crime.
They gave me my life back.
Bridget Anne Kelly, after a U.S. Supreme Court ruling that spared her a 13-month stay in prison.
What was it like when you heard the news this morning?
Shock, relief, and a lot of tears, but happy tears.
The convictions of Kelly and Bill Baroni, both aides to former Governor Chris Christie, were unanimously overturned in connection with the Bridgegate scandal, an alleged scheme to punish a political opponent that tied up traffic for days on the GW Bridge in 2013.
They needed to paint somebody as the villain and as the scapegoat, but that's not me.
Kelly had written the infamous email to Port Authority officials saying, time for some traffic problems in Fort Lee. She and Baroni were convicted of fraud in connection with what they said was a traffic study. In her decision, Justice Elena Kagan wrote that while the case was not criminal, that the evidence showed no doubt of wrongdoing.
The justices did say, as you know, that there was corruption and abuse of power. That's pretty tough stuff.
It is tough stuff. My understanding is that the justices, the United States Supreme Court, has to go on the basis of what the indictment and the charges from the prosecution read.
Governor Christie denied any role in the scheme.
What about Governor Christie?
I'm really disappointed in him.
Just disappointed?
Listen, there are things that he could have done better when this all happened. I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't ask enough questions when things started to get strange at the end of 2013.
Kelly says despite everything, she still would like a role in public service.
What have you learned about politics and politicians?
There's some good people out there, and some people lose their way.
Did you lose your way?
I was amongst people that lost their way, and I was amongst people that probably made me believe in something that wasn't what it should be.
For now, Kelly says she will focus on her 4 children and putting a life back together.
I want to work again. I want to go back to my life. I want to get back whatever life I can and move forward. I'll never get over this, but I'll get through it.
Tonight, Governor Christie says in a statement that this exonerates everyone in his administration. He also says justice was served. We're live in Fort Lee. Dick Brennan, CBS 2 News.